Hello everyone and welcome back to Master of Orion in our Impossible Bromance series. I am Mel, once again joined by the infamous, illustrious El Capitan Sabouts. Hello sir, hello.
This is it. I'm going for the Cylons.
Are you doing it now? Are you actually going to like destroy those stupid worlds?
Yep, I'm gonna head that. I've got my fleet queued up and ready to move to that next planet. So we're gonna see how tough these guys actually are.
By the way, your ships are super cool looking. They look like giant shark fins.
Yeah, they're pretty neat, aren't they?
Right?
I think I set that up. I don't remember what actual thing I picked, but
even on the galactic map, I'm saying they look cool.
Yeah, they look really good. They're really cool looking. I like them a lot.
Let's see. I'm looking. Oh, I just got class 5 shields, so I'll send that to you. And graviton cannon is what you need to get when you pass through there.
Oh yeah, definitely give me that.
So I'll give you the shields. Trying to debate on what to go for next. I mean, I would have said Gravitech Fields because of Jump Gate, but we don't care about Jump Gates. So now it's about getting potentially a better weapon system? I don't know.
Well, we haven't dabbled too much in the middle. I know you pushed Optronics. Have you pushed any farther than that? Battle stations and Cybertronics.
Yeah, that's true. Battle station is there. Oh, structural analyzer.
Oh yeah, bonus hull damage.
Bonus hull damage 30%. And then Cybertronic computers there too. Okay.
Energy weapon accuracy plus 100. Yeah, those are both pretty important.
There we go. I'll go for that. It's only 4 turns to snag that. So yeah, that'll work. And since the humans are our next target, I'm just going to sort of hang out in Morlatch with my fleet, build a bunch of troop transports, and then just get ready to pounce on the humans for when you're good to go. That's the plan.
Yeah, start stationing your fleets. I'm going to go ahead and make sure my defenses are all ready to go in those systems as well.
My only thing is, what do the humans have for weapons? Because their offensive firepower is crazy high compared to mine.
I'd have to look at the research tree. I'm curious. You could always try to do a trade with them and see what comes up.
Yeah, I think I'll do that next turn. Because, I mean...
It's good to know what you're up against. Step 1 to winning a war is knowing your enemy.
Ooh, the Trilarians are hanging out in Morlatch with a big-ass fleet.
I finally got a good leader. I got a commander, fleet beam defense plus 10%, command points plus 10%.
Oh, wow, really? That's nice.
Yep. I'm hiring him, that's for sure. And actually, I didn't even have a commander with my big fleet, so I'll just put him with my big fleet. I'll put him on a battleship. Good. And perfect timing, because I'm going to be moving in now. Okay, so I'm going to do this battle. Let's see what happens. They are fully decked out.
Yeah, right? Didn't you say they had, like, missile bays, fighter squadron, orbital batteries, battle station, the whole thing, right?
Yeah, they're quite decked out. But here goes nothing.
Tell me you got it.
I got it.
All right. Woo! Okay. I was getting nervous over here.
It was rough, but I got it.
You got quiet. I was like, oh no, not so bad.
It was a lot going back and forth. I lost 2 frigates, 3 destroyers, and a cruiser.
Hey, considering what you're up against, that's a pretty good deal there.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. So looking at the planet, it's actually not too bad. I'll go ahead and drop some bombs now. See if I can destroy some Marines. Actually, yeah, here we go. We're just dropping them all. Pretty much destroyed their whole population too, but that's okay because now I'm in a good position, so I'll move my troop transports in. We'll take it. And I've got more battleships coming in too. Nice. I'm glad we got that. So that means that planet's all settled with. And that puts us in a really good spot. Oh, I got another colony ship. Boy. What to colonize next? I should have a production planet next to the humans.
It won't really matter once we establish a foothold over there. Just buy a Stargate right away.
Yeah, yep. I'm going to colonize another planet next to them for the sake of putting a starbase up at it.
And the Trilarians, like, sitting in Morlatch with a big-ass fleet is... I don't really like them doing that, man. I'm not super happy about that.
Do you think they're going to do something?
Well, they
Trilarians?
shouldn't.
You're allies with them.
Yeah, we're allies, so in theory, everything's cool, but, you know.
Yeah, they won't do anything. They must just do it as a precaution, because I'm allies with the human, and they got ships all next to me. All over next to me.
Okay, well... Alright.
I mean, they're all over you. Carbu. Those like galactic center systems, Corbu, Quablu, like we're gonna have to hit those hard and fast because that's where their fleets are.
Oh, that's where I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna go to Corbu first, especially since it cuts them off.
Exactly. I've actually got a small strike force I'm building in my southern area in Prod Science 2, and I'll actually launch some raids right towards. I can actually strike right to their homeworld in Seoul. So. I'll end up being able to do that, kind of doing some small like guerrilla tactics down there. Robotics quick.
Okay, so I'm cranking out a battleship. Yeah, right now, one every 3 turns in Morlatch. And the first one rolls off the line in 2 turns.
Huh. That's insane. I don't even know how you're managing that.
Because I've got
I know how,
3
but
planets
that's just
feeding it.
That's
because
just,
right now it's got 130 production.
I mean, that's awesome. That's great. That's really good that it's working out like that.
So now I'll be able to fill up that command point cap. And that's my plan. Just keep cranking them out until I have. So you headed to Mintar now?
Who's headed to Mentar?
Well, it wouldn't be me. It would be
you're talking about me?
Yeah. Are you headed to Mintar now?
Let me see. Yeah, I'm just waiting for my troop transports to come in. I'll actually go ahead and close this off here as I wait. And I've got another battleship coming in. And I'll put that battleship on Romano Prime. I'll blockade it. And then, yeah, I've got troop transports that are going to sit there. I think they had to give up.
They must have had to give up part of their fleet then. Because you destroyed the last of their...
They've got Mentar and they've got Mentar Prime, but yeah, I can't imagine that they're going to be... I mean, I don't know how the AI exactly works when it comes to that. They seem to be able to hold on to way more ships than they should be allowed to. But how large of a boost they actually get on impossible difficulty, I'm not sure.
Yeah, we need to look that up, because I know they get bonuses to production and food, and I don't remember if it's to command points too, but I think it is. So he could have like next to nothing left and still be able to feel the fleet, which is kind of silly, but...
Actually, his fleet's complete garbage. I'm going to crush it. The only problem is that his fleet is on his home planet, which will make it kind of difficult. Because he'll have a lot of defenses there, but I've got more and more battleships coming in. I've got more ships coming in every day, so... He can only hide for so long before I crush him completely and utterly. Speaking of crush, Romano Prime is now mine.
Really? Nice.
So there's another one that bit the dust. And I now got better bombs on my ships too, I guess. I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, I'm now going to push for interplanetary administration like you have, because that seems to be really helping you a lot. Battleships in 2 turns. Now, how many systems you got doing that?
Right now, Morlatch, but I'm also setting it up in Anrak and in Pernith, so I'll have 3 systems set up that way shortly.
Okay.
And I'll just produce out of those. It'll be more than enough. So when you set it up, you want to set up the interplanetary administration building on the one that you want to have receive the production. Okay? So then the planets that are going to feed it, you will export from those. It's kind of like, you know how trade goods is like an ongoing, you always do it thing?
Yes.
Okay, once you have an interplanetary administration in that system, then the other planets that don't have the building will have the export option. So you'll set export, and then it'll do that forever. So what I normally do, if you want to micro it, you can, but I feel like it's annoying. So what I generally do is I will set it up so that it's doing as much production as it can with like just a little bit or no pollution being created, and then I set it on export. Because what you can do is you can set it up to, be maximizing exporting production, and then when you run up your pollution, then back it off. But that's a lot of, to me, it's a lot of extra micromanagement that I don't want to do, quite frankly. So I don't.
Makes sense. Okay, I'll definitely have to mess around with it a lot. Once I actually get to that screen,
and then food is shared in the system too, so you can play around with. You can play around with that too, like which planets you want, how many people do you want on food or whatnot, because it's going to get shared in the system anyway. Okay,
yeah, I'm definitely going to ask you about that once we get to it then. And I can actually look at the screen. I'm sure I'll have some questions. I've never seen it before. I don't even think I ever made it. My first playthrough I did by myself, I don't think I even made it that far.
Generally, you don't. I mean, I've done, 12 or 15 LPs on the channel for, maybe not that many. Maybe a dozen. I've done like a dozen different LPs of Master of Orion, and I think I've gotten to this, being able to show interplanetary administration, like maybe 2 or 3 times out of that.
Okay, yeah.
Because it's so kind of far down the tech tree, and then you have to do so much prep work just to set it up.
Okay, so it's kind of a rarity.
Yeah. I mean, usually your game's over by then. Which is kind of cool, because there's all kinds of stuff, especially since Spud added a bunch of late game tech with this mod. I mean, there's literally stuff I've never seen before, because we certainly didn't get this far before when we were playing with the 5X mod.
Yeah, I'm excited that we're actually finally getting to see some of the late game tech, because I've never messed with it before. It always seems like, though, in a lot of 4X games I play, never make it to the late game tech.
Well, because I think what happens is, if you've got a sound strategy and you can pull off a win, you're going to go for the win, which makes sense. Okay, my first battleship's done, and it gives 118 offense and 680 defense. That's not too bad.
Wow, that's good.
Put that over there with the fleet. Okay, now I'm feeling pretty confident that I can smash the hell out of the humans. Yeah, if I can get them to come off the planets, I can definitely kill any fleet that they have. I just gotta get them to come off the planet, that's the tricky part, right? Because right now, even though I got him totally outgunned, Corbeau 2, I would lose if I try to fight him straight up on Corbeau 2.
The humans, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Matter of fact, I need to talk to them and see what is the weapons tech that they're using. Maybe we need to do some espionage and steal some weapons tech.
Yeah. Steal it, or at least try to figure out what they're using. I would really like to know what they're using.
Well, they have structural analyzers, so that might be part of it. I don't know. They got graviton cannons, but we have graviton cannons. They're not that great. Antimatter torpedoes. Okay. There you go. I bet you they are loaded up with that, which means actually we should pretty much match up with them pretty well, because all of our ships, at least mine, I don't know if you continued this trend, but I've kept point defense on my ships.
Yep, I have a little bit of point defense on all of mine.
So we should match up okay.
Yep.
Actually, wait. I'm trying to remember. I don't think torps can be shot down.
Ooh. How come?
That's just one of the things. They don't miss. Here you go. I'm sending you some stuff. Flash 3 shields for starters. Let me look at the research tree because I honestly don't remember. Do you want me to take structural analyzer right now or cybertronic computer? I would say structural analyzers would be more beneficial to us right now, and then when you pass through...
Structural analyzers.
Okay. All right. That's what I thought.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Here, let me send that to you right now. Base. Flash 3 shield. Structural analyzer. Okay. I guess you didn't accept that other deal. Accept
Got
that.
it.
Okay. Okay, so you gonna be a bit? Can I do my redesign, or you want me to go to the next turn?
You could do your redesign.
Okay.
Yep.
Subterranean farms, weather control.
Because I got to do mine too, actually. So I can get those class 3 shields. It's funny because the ships I'm currently building now, they're never gonna be. They're never gonna get upgraded. It's so expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
That there's just no way. At all. But I upgrade a few here and there just to try to keep my fleet somewhat up to date, but it's definitely not a focus of mine.
Let's take a look at this battle station in a little more detail. So, it gives 7 command points, it repairs itself at 10% per turn, +2 scanner range, and we know they're tough as nails. We know that. Well, I'll start building those. At least on all border systems.
Four out of 4. I wish there was some way to make planets bigger, but there's not.
No, just biome increases to give you more deal. Well, you know, the other thing too is Uber planet upgrades, right? You get more pop with that. So maybe in the future, when we do custom races again, we can play around with that. I know that Spud was going to make, he was even going to add more Uber upgrades. Like he was going to add one for Ocean Worlds, which doesn't currently exist. So, you know, maybe we could do some kind of custom race where we've got Stargate, and maybe some kind of Uber planet type, just to give it some flavor.
Yeah, makes sense. What kind of might as well just do this. What kind of planets do usually creating planets out of asteroid fields make?
It'll be a barren. It'll be a large or a huge barren world. Just like when you do gas giant compression.
You do get something good out of it.
Yeah, you do.
I think it's definitely worth doing eventually.
In multi-world systems, it's absolutely worth it. If you have a system where you have like one world, like your home system, you have your home planet, and then like a gas giant. You can compress it and have another world there, but it's just to have. It's not like it's going to be. I never put an interplanetary. Yeah, I never put an interplanetary administration in a world that doesn't have a system that doesn't have at least 3 worlds.
Makes sense. Yep.
You just don't. You don't get the value for it, and you're paying maintenance and stuff on it too. So it's not free.
Are my ships healed up? Kind of. How long does it take for ships to heal up if they're at your home system, or not your home, but any planet?
I think it's 10 per cycle. 10 per turn. Man, when pops are not assimilated, they're just all kinds of grumpy, aren't they? They just do not want to. They don't want to do a good job. They're like,
they don't want to
do
anything. They want nothing to do with you.
It's like, we got nothing going on but the rent over here, man. Like, okay, god dang.
They want nothing to do with you.
Don't be all pissy at me, pal.
Oh.
You know? Don't be mad at us because you lost the war.
Exactly.
How dare you be upset that we subjugated all your people?
Cylons are so upset.
Let's see. Class 3 shield. Let's grab that. Have you kept your battle scanners on your specials on your ships too? For the plus 30 to hit?
Let me look. I believe I have. Yes, I still have battle scanners on all my ships.
I just realized that on my destroyers, right? So torpedoes are not affected by jamming or point defense systems, by the way. I just confirmed that.
Okay.
I just realized that I had I was wasting space on my destroyers because I had that small I had that special on there. And the only thing the thing was armed with was torpedoes that can't miss.
Oh.
And can't be shot down, but I was like, hey, let's make sure I've got this extra to hit. And it's like, they can't miss. So let's take those off of there.
Actually, now that I remember too, Spud actually commented on one of the videos and said that the best way to take down planetary defenses is with torpedoes, I think semi-guided torpedoes. Did he tell you that too?
I don't know that it makes any difference without tactical combat, but let's say that it does. Okay, so I'll change this design a little bit. Okay, so I've got semi-guided torpedoes. The other thing too is set up your rolls, because even in non-tactical combat, it makes a difference. So when you're on the blueprint editor, I'm looking at my destroyer right now, okay? And my destroyer only has torpedoes, which have a really long-ass range, right? 70 range, and they basically don't miss. So when you look at it, it says name, and then it says hull type, model, theme, and at the bottom it says rolls.
Okay.
Click for ships that you've set up for long-range fire, set their roll to sniper. And then that way, when it's simulating the tactical combat, in theory, those ships would stay kind of at extreme range to fire their weapons.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, and then cruiser. Well, this sucks. I gotta take something off the cruiser. I'm gonna take the... Well, damn it. I don't think anybody's using missiles anymore. I think it's just torps that they're using now. I'm getting rid of my ECM. Yeah, I'm getting rid of my ECM jammer and putting structural analyzer on there.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's using missiles right now.
So I've got my cruisers. So the way I've got it set up, my destroyers snipe, and they have torps. Then my cruisers have a bunch of phasers, and they're set up to like go in, right? They're set up to blitz, like move towards the targets as quickly as possible. And then I'm going to set up the battleships as brawlers, which means they're going to get as close as possible. But it's a little bit misleading because even if that's what it's set up as, they're slow. They're really slow. So you set them up as brawlers so that they're constantly closing the distance to the targets, but the battle's usually over before they get to short distance because they're so damn slow. Did that make sense? It made sense in my head.
Yeah. And now, do you think that makes a big effect? You said it does.
It does. When you're in tactical combat, it does. And this thing's supposed to be simulating tactical combat. So my hope is that, yeah, it does. But I mean, I can't tell you definitively, but it doesn't hurt to set it. And for people that are playing, for people that are playing at home and they're playing with tactical combat, then that does hold true. So like for your really big ships, unless you're going to set them up with all long-range weapons, I suggest that when you're doing the role selection, you select Brawler for like your battleships and your Titans, so that they're constantly moving to the target.
Yep.
Structural analyzer. Are you already on the next turn, or are you ready?
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, I'll be there in just a second. I'm almost
done.
with this.
No rush.
The structural analyzer is good, but man, that thing's not small.
Takes up a lot of space.
Yeah, how big is that thing? 40, what is it? Hold on. Clear. Yeah, 117 on a battleship.
117?
Yeah, 117 is the space.
That's a lot. That's rough.
That is a lot. And it's specifically hull damage. Phasers are not inherently shield piercing. They do have armor pen, but they're not shield piercing. I don't know if structural analyzer is actually worth having on our ships right now, buddy.
Well,
that's questionable.
I
guess we could try it.
I don't think I'm going to change it now.
I mean, I have to like really go down. I mean, I don't know what you went down to on the number of weapons that you're carrying, but I had to go down considerably to squeeze that thing in. Like I had to reduce my firepower by half to put in a thing that gives me plus. What ship are you on? My battleship. So I had to reduce my offensive firepower by about half in order to put in something that gives me plus 30% hull damage. That doesn't seem like a good swap.
The battle scanner, mine, how much is your weigh?
The structural analyzer is 117.
Oh, the structural analyzer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's giving you 30%. I don't even have that, though. Yeah, you do. I gave it to you. Did you take the first trade and not the second? Let me double check.
Let me see if I didn't see this. I didn't even see the second trade come up.
Okay, hold on. Just if you have a trade right now, go ahead and decline it.
Okay. I don't have one.
Okay, here you go.
There it is.
Okay, so you take a look at that. Let's go ahead and wrap this episode up because we're at time, but even in between episodes, why don't you take a look at it and see what you think? Because I'm not sure right now, because we don't have miniaturization tech and some other things. Yeah. I don't know if that thing really is helpful at this stage or not.
Yeah, we'll take a look and see. I'm going to have to really look at it, but it's sounding like what you're telling me is we got to sacrifice a lot of firepower to carry it, and I don't think the trade-off's going to be good.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so I don't know. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, consider hitting that thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time, I'm Mal. He's El Capitan, the wonderful, the illustrious Sabouts, and we will see you later.